everyone, welcome back to Tenpines Bluff. This is episode 9. So, as you can see, things look a little bit different. We
Crop's been growing pretty good lately.
have had quite the weekend and last few days with storms and stuff, and we got in here and we were making some changes, and I sat down and recorded a couple of episodes with no audio. And we didn't test our changes, so derp. That being said, I'm just going to walk you through what I did the last couple episodes, and we're just going to move along like everything's hunky-dory. So, I've got a row of houses here. There's a little bit of separation between each, and they're all just 2x2s. I did the majority of these builds out of, I think the CVC menu. Let's get back in here and go look real quick. I did mix and match some pieces from like USO and from the regular wood menu where needed, just for a little bit of variation. And I think even one of the warehouse mods that we have. But if we go to CVC building prefabs, I don't think it was, it wasn't in this section. So we had this section that has a few different variations of walls. I shouldn't say a few, a couple of variations. It's mostly just a change in color. And then, no, those are all vendor shacks, covers, okay. And then also in here, there's some, used some of these pieces. And then for the outer caps, I use like some of these. Like you can see this one has, like posts. Like this one doesn't. It's just hanging out there in outer space. The stairs are from Woody's. I initially had I tried a couple different stairs and I just didn't like any of them. They either just didn't look right, or they came out really far, and I wanted to kind of keep this path, more clear through here. The stairs came out to probably about right here. Granted, there's still plenty of room between here, to walk around, but it just felt too boxed in for me, so I didn't like it. And then there's kind of a little hole underneath here that dips down. And so I've got just a couple of cliff pieces in here from CVC Deadlands menu just to fill in that hole, make it a little bit more cohesive walking across here. And then this house is also, it's from CVC, and it's just, a drop in place. You don't build it, it's already pre-built for you. Oh, I didn't realize that railing was sticking clear in like that. Let's fix that real quick, just because I found it and I know it's there. Might not get it completely out, but that should be pretty close. I can live with that, that's fine. Just so long as it doesn't block off the stairs. Yeah, so that was in, if we come clear over here, there's multiple different pre-built homes, and then there's some player homes. I accidentally used these in a settlement not too long after we got this mod, not realizing it was a player home. And so none of these ones that are marked as player homes are nav meshed, of course. This one it's a huge hotel. It's kind of neat, but also a little bit confusing to get around in. I I thought about using it somewhere, but decided against it here because one of the next things that we're going to be doing is an actual hotel. So then in preparation for that, I also, you can see that this is all full of cliffs and rocks. Let me turn off the timeout while I'm thinking about it. But I leveled this off some to put the kind of little hotel here for, since this is so far out of the way, you know, I thought they would have somewhere for travelers to stay, you know, besides just the traveling merchants. It's not going to be a huge hotel. I'm thinking maybe 4 rooms total and like maybe like a little like shower house type thing. And, you know, I mean, I guess we'll just kind of see what we end up throwing together with it. And that's, oh, yes, there is another change that I need to show you that would have been in the first video, but from a couple of episodes ago. It wasn't one I did in the ones with no audio. Also, the video quality, for whatever reason, was horrid in the last 2 that I did with no sound. Because I initially, you know, it's like, well, I guess I could just voice them over, but yeah, I don't. We had to go back through and change and test and change and test till we got it set back to what we needed. But yeah, these are all just like rocks and stuff to blend in the gaps and close them up, because, you know, all of these are hollow underneath them. And then just random rocks here and there, you know, just to kind of help blend stuff in so it doesn't look quite so matchy from all of the different cliff tops. So another change that we're going to go look at, oops, is up here. I'm getting lost in my own settlement. Is the church. I did not like that roof, and I had said I probably wasn't going to keep it, and I didn't. What I did find was in hodgepodge to replace it. Hodgepodge. I always say hodgepodge, but it's hodgepodge. So let's go over here. And if we go into structures, house set, walls, and bricks. Oh, no, not bricks. It's church. You know, it has these, it's different colored, but I don't mind. I think it gives it some more character. Like, you know, they got so far and then they had to use a different brick style. They had some filler pieces and, you know, the right and left top arches. And then they also had these, you know, eave pieces to put on the ends too, so it wasn't just such a straight flat building. I also ended up using the roofs from in here too, because that's what had the, you know, the eaves. And then I put the tar paper pieces on the end for the roof overhang as well, just again to break up that. And then we have this little roof cupola here, and then I'm gonna, I swear somewhere in one of our mods, or maybe even in the vanilla game, I don't even remember, I have seen like a cross. Maybe I'm remembering wrong, but I'm gonna try to look for that off camera and see if I can find it. But if not, then we're just gonna build our own cross on here. And so let me jump back down. But yeah, so we just got, with that little bit of overhang on there, it makes it not such a straight, flat building and looks like it's trimmed out. Got a little bit of flashing up there, but that's fine. And I believe that that's all I changed. Oh, nope, this would have been in a previous episode too. So then over here, obviously, like the landscape for the most part is the same. With the exception of, I did go around and put in some filler rocks here and there. just to break this up so it didn't look quite so man-made. And then I blended this down here with some of the dead grass landscaping blocks, just so this looked just a little bit more natural. Even after like breaking this up with these rocks, it still just looked a little off to me. Adding this in helped. I have some gaps here that I hadn't noticed when I had finished building on that episode, that I've still got to fill in. And then there's a little bit of a gap here, so I need to like drop this down. But that's all stuff that I'll do later. And then the only other thing would be, can I walk over here without swimming? Yeah. Is I added the splash effects for the waterfalls. Sorry. You know, broke up these rocks some more too with some variants. Well, I hate that stupid tree, but I don't want to get rid of it. It's only a nuisance when I'm walking around to build over here. But then, you know, threw this rock in here too, and that's what's diverting it on either side. Little splash pools there as well. And then we go up here. I rocked, oop, this is deep over here. I rocked some more of this off, just to make it not look like a single rock on the edge of a hill that water was coming out of. And then I shrunk down the smallest waterfall and the smallest splash effect from the SOE pools section to make that look like it's just a little bit of water coming out. And then there's another one over here. You can't really see it because of the way the sun's shining right now, but it's right there. And I did the same thing with that one. We wouldn't want a huge amount of water coming over this. I mean, and honestly, even this over here, realistically, is too much. This would be overflowing, like, down the hill. But we're going to pretend like this works, because I said so. So don't come at me. And then I just added some more rocks along here, too, since that's a cliff, because we wouldn't want more of the land to, you know, slide down into the pond and eventually have our house, you know, slide down the edge. And that, I think, catches us up to everything that I had done. So that puts us at 15 minutes. I think that what we'll do is we'll just release this as its own little catch-up video. And then in the next episode, I placed a foundation block down here as I was thinking about what we were going to do. So the next episode, we will just start off right here and get this little hotel built. So thank you everybody for watching, and thank you for all the support. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.